Hello and welcome. This is Alex, and you're listening to English Learning Podcast. I'm really happy you're here today. If you're learning English and you want to speak with confidence, you are in the right place. Today's lesson is called Beginner English Conversation Practice. Speak with confidence. This lesson is made especially for beginner English learners, A1 to A2 level. We will focus on spoken English, American English, listening practice, and real daily conversations. Everything you hear today is designed to help you learn English fast and feel comfortable speaking. You don't need to write anything right now. Just listen carefully. Relax. Let your ears get used to English. Speaking English is not about being perfect. It's about being clear. It's about being understood. And most importantly, it's about confidence. Many English learners understand grammar, but they feel shy when speaking. Maybe you feel nervous. Maybe you're afraid of mistakes. That is normal. Every English speaker started as a beginner. In this lesson, I will speak slowly and clearly. I will repeat important ideas. I will use simple American English, and I will guide you step by step like a real teacher. Imagine we are sitting together. You have a cup of coffee. You are calm. You are ready to learn. Let's begin. First, let's talk about what conversation really is. Conversation is not a test. Conversation is not a performance. Conversation is a connection. In the United States, people talk all the time. At work, at school, in stores, on the phone, with neighbors, with strangers. You don't need big words to speak English well. You need simple words, used correctly, with confidence. Today, we will practice real English conversations that Americans use every day. You will hear how English sounds in natural situations. You will learn how to respond, and you will start thinking in English. Let's start with something very basic, but very important. Introducing yourself. In American English, introductions are usually simple and friendly. People don't use long sentences. They smile. They sound relaxed. Listen carefully. Hi, my name is Alex. Nice to meet you. That's it. Simple, clear. Now listen again. Hi, my name is Alex. Nice to meet you. When you introduce yourself, you don't need extra information. You don't need your full story. Just your name. Here are a few common ways Americans introduce themselves. Hi, I'm Sarah. Hello, my name is John. Hey, I'm Mike. All of these are correct. All of these are natural spoken English. Now, what do you say after someone introduces themselves? You usually say, "Nice to meet you." Nice to meet you too. Good to meet you. In the United States, nice to meet you is very common. You will hear it everywhere. Let's practice listening. Listen to this short conversation.
Hi, I'm Emily. Hi, Emily. I'm Alex. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. That is a complete conversation. Short, natural, correct. Now let's slow it down. Hi, I'm Emily. This means, hello, my name is Emily. Hi, Emily. I'm Alex. This means, hello, Emily. My name is Alex. Nice to meet you. This shows friendliness and respect. When you speak English, your tone is important. Don't rush. Don't whisper. Speak clearly. Now let's move to the next very common part of beginner English conversation, asking simple questions. In American English, people often ask easy, friendly questions to start a conversation. They want to be polite. They want to connect. One of the most common questions is, "How are you?" This question does not ask for your life story. It is a greeting. When someone says, "How are you?" you don't talk about problems. You give a short answer. Common answers are, "I'm good, thanks." "I'm fine, thank you." "I'm doing well." All of these are correct. Let's listen. "Hi, how are you?" "I'm good, thanks. How about you?" "I'm doing well."
This is very natural spoken English. Notice something important. People often ask the question back. How about you? And you? This keeps the conversation going. Let's hear it again. Hi, how are you? I'm fine, thank you. And you? I'm good. Very simple, very common. Now, let's talk about confidence. Confidence does not mean speaking fast. Confidence means speaking clearly and calmly. If you don't understand something, that's okay. In the United States, people often say, "Sorry, can you repeat that?" "Sorry, I didn't understand." "Can you say that again, please?" These are polite and normal sentences. Native speakers use them too. Listen to this example. "Sorry, can you repeat that?" "Sure." This shows confidence. You are not afraid to ask. Now let's practice a longer beginner English conversation. Imagine you are meeting someone new at work in the USA. Listen carefully. "Hi, I'm Alex. I just started working here." "Oh, nice to meet you. I'm Lisa." "Nice to meet you too, Lisa." "How are you today?" "I'm good, thanks. How about you?" "I'm doing well." This is a real conversation. Nothing difficult, nothing fancy. Now let me explain why this works. Short sentences are easier to understand. Simple grammar is clearer. Friendly tone builds connection. Many English learners think they need advanced English to speak well. That is not true. Beginner English spoken clearly is powerful. Now let's focus on listening practice. When you listen to English, don't translate every word. Listen for meaning. Listen for emotion. Listen for rhythm. American English has a natural rhythm. Some words are strong. Some words are soft. For example, "How are you?" Often, Americans say it like this, "How are ya?" This is very common in spoken English. You don't need to say it now. Just understand it. Listening is the first step to speaking confidence. Now, let's move to another everyday conversation topic, talking about where you are from. In the United States, people often ask, "Where are you from?" This is a friendly question. It shows interest. You can answer simply, "I'm from Pakistan." "I'm from Mexico." "I'm from India." That's enough. You can also add, I live in New York now. I live in California. Listen to this conversation. Where are you from? I'm from Pakistan. Oh, nice. Yeah, I live in Texas now. This is natural American English. Notice that people often say, oh, nice. This is a polite reaction. Now, let's practice talking about daily life. Americans often ask simple daily questions, like, what do you do? This means, what is your job? You can answer like this. I'm a student. I work in an office. I'm a teacher. I work in a store. You don't need details. Listen. What do you do? I'm a student. Oh, nice. Again, simple and friendly. Now, I want you to notice something important. In all these conversations, the goal is not to impress. The goal is to connect. Confidence grows when you understand that mistakes are okay. Native speakers don't care about small grammar mistakes. They care about understanding you. Now, let's slow down and repeat some key sentences. Just listen. Hi, my name is Alex. Nice to meet you. How are you? I'm good, thanks. And you? Where are you from? I'm from Pakistan. What do you do? I'm a student. These are the foundation of spoken English. If you master these, you can start conversations anywhere in the USA. Now, let's imagine another situation. You are in a store in America. A worker says, "Hi, how can I help you?" This is very common. You can answer simply, I'm just looking. I need some help. I'm looking for this. Listen. Hi, how can I help you? I'm just looking, thanks. Perfect. Natural. Confident. Now, let's practice a small conversation in a store. Hi, how can I help you? I'm looking for a jacket. Sure. What size? Medium, please. This is real spoken English. Notice how short the sentences are. That's normal. Now, let's talk about pronunciation confidence. You don't need a perfect American accent. You need clear words. Speak slowly. Open your mouth. Don't rush. When you practice listening, you train your brain. When you practice speaking, you train your confidence. That's why this English Learning Podcast focuses on listening practice first. Now, let's end Section A with a calm reminder. You are learning English. You are improving every day. Confidence comes with practice. Small steps are powerful. In the next section, we will practice longer English conversations. We will focus more on English speaking practice. We will build your confidence even more. Would you like me to continue with Section B? One of the easiest small talk topics is the weather. In the United States, people talk about the weather a lot. They say, it's hot today. It's really cold. Nice weather today. You can respond simply. Yeah, it is. Very hot. I like it. Listen to this conversation. Nice weather today. Yeah, it's really nice. Perfect day. That's it. Short, easy, friendly. Now, let's imagine you are at work in the USA. You're talking to a coworker. Listen. Hey, how's work going? It's going well, just busy. Yeah, same here. This is very common spoken English. Notice how often Americans say yeah. It shows agreement. It keeps the conversation relaxed. Now let's practice talking about plans. People often ask, "What are you doing today?" "What are you doing this weekend?" You don't need big plans to answer. Simple answers are fine. I'm working today. I'm staying home. I'm meeting a friend. Listen. What are you doing this weekend? I'm just relaxing at home. Sounds nice. Sounds nice is a very American response. It means that's good. Now let's move to another very important speaking skill. Asking for help. Asking for help shows confidence, not weakness. In American English, people are usually direct but polite. They say, "Can you help me?" "Can you help me with this?" "Excuse me, can you help me?" All of these are good. Listen to this example. "Excuse me, can you help me?" "Sure." Very simple. Now, let's imagine you're in a supermarket in the USA. You say, "Excuse me, where is the milk?" "It's over there." That's a real conversation. Now, let's talk about understanding instructions. Sometimes people speak fast. That's okay. If you don't understand, you can say, "Sorry, can you repeat that?" "Can you say that more slowly?" These are very polite. Listen. "Sorry, can you say that again?" "Of course." This is normal American English. Now, let's practice a longer conversation. Imagine you are meeting a coworker in the morning. Listen carefully. "Good morning." "Good morning. How are you?" "I'm good, thanks. How about you?" "I'm doing well." "Did you have a good weekend?" "Yeah, it was nice. I stayed home and relaxed." "That sounds great." This is a full conversation. Everything is simple. Everything is natural. Now, let me explain something important. Notice how people repeat ideas. This is normal in spoken English. I'm good. I'm doing well. That sounds great. Repetition helps understanding. It also builds confidence. Now, let's move to phone conversations. Many English learners feel nervous on the phone. You can't see the person. You only hear the voice. The key is to keep it simple. On the phone, Americans often say, "Hello, this is Alex." "Hi, this is Sarah." Listen. "Hello, this is Alex." "Hi, Alex, this is John." Very clear. If you don't hear something, say, "Sorry, I can't hear you." "Can you repeat that?" This is normal. Now, let's practice a simple phone conversation. "Hello, this is Alex." "Hi, Alex, this is Sarah." "Hi, Sarah, how are you?" "I'm good, thanks." Simple, clear, confident. Now, let's talk about speaking confidence again. Confidence comes from practice, not from perfection. Every time you listen to English, you improve. Every time you speak, you grow. That's why listening practice is so important for beginner English learners. Now, let's repeat some useful spoken English sentences. Just listen. How's it going? Pretty good. How was your day? It was busy. What are you doing this weekend? I'm staying home.
Can you help me? Sure. These sentences are powerful. They are used every day in American English. Now, let's imagine one more real-life situation. You are meeting someone at a cafe. Listen. Hi, is this seat taken? No, go ahead. Thanks. No problem.
This is very common. Go ahead means yes, you can sit. Now let's slow down and understand tone. American English sounds friendly because of tone, not words. Even simple words sound warm with the right tone. That's why I speak calmly and clearly. You can do the same. Now, let's end Section B with an important reminder. You are learning spoken English the right way. You are focusing on listening. You are practicing real conversations. You are building confidence step by step. In the next section, we will practice even more natural conversations. We will help you think in English, and we will finish with a calm, motivating ending. Would you like me to continue with Section C?
Hello and welcome. This is Alex, and you're listening to English Learning Podcast. I'm really happy you're here today. If you're learning English and you want to speak with confidence, you are in the right place. Today's lesson is called Beginner English Conversation Practice. Speak with confidence. This lesson is made especially for beginner English learners, A1 to A2 level. We will focus on spoken English, American English, listening practice, and real daily conversations. Everything you hear today is designed to help you learn English fast and feel comfortable speaking. You don't need to write anything right now. Just listen carefully. Relax. Let your ears get used to English. Speaking English is not about being perfect. It's about being clear. It's about being understood. And most importantly, it's about confidence. Many English learners understand grammar, but they feel shy when speaking. Maybe you feel nervous. Maybe you're afraid of mistakes. That is normal. Every English speaker started as a beginner. In this lesson, I will speak slowly and clearly. I will repeat important ideas. I will use simple American English, and I will guide you step by step like a real teacher. Imagine we are sitting together. You have a cup of coffee. You are calm. You are ready to learn. Let's begin. First, let's talk about what conversation really is. Conversation is not a test. Conversation is not a performance. Conversation is a connection. In the United States, people talk all the time, at work, at school, in stores, on the phone, with neighbors, with strangers. You don't need big words to speak English well. You need simple words, used correctly, with confidence. Today, we will practice real English conversations that Americans use every day. You will hear how English sounds in natural situations. You will learn how to respond, and you will start thinking in English. Let's start with something very basic, but very important: introducing yourself. In American English, introductions are usually simple and friendly. People don't use long sentences. They smile. They sound relaxed. Hi, my name is Alex. Nice to meet you. That's it. Simple, clear. When you introduce yourself,
You don't need extra information, just your name. Now let's practice greetings and simple questions like, "How are you?" and short answers such as, "I'm good, thanks," and "How about you?" These are the foundation of spoken English and confidence.
Now let's continue building real conversation skills. In American English, people often check in with phrases like, "How's it going?" "How's your day going?" You can answer simply, "Pretty good." "Not bad." "It's going well." Short answers are natural and confident. Let's talk about small talk. Americans use small talk everywhere. At work, in elevators, in stores. The weather is a very common topic. "It's hot today." "Nice weather today." You can respond with, "Yeah, it is." "Very hot." "It's nice." Now let's talk about work and daily life. People ask, "What do you do?" "How was your day?" You can say, "I'm a student." "I work in an office." "It was busy." "It was good." All of these are correct spoken English. Let's practice asking for help. Asking for help shows confidence. "Excuse me, can you help me?" "Where is the milk?" "Can you repeat that?" These are polite and very common in the USA. Phone conversations are also important. "Hello, this is Alex." "Hi, Alex, this is Sarah." If you don't understand, say, "Sorry, can you say that again?" Now let's practice longer conversations with coworkers, classmates, or neighbors. Simple greetings, simple answers, friendly tone. This is how real American English works. Confidence comes from practice, not perfection. Every time you listen, you improve. Every time you speak, you grow. Now let's make your English sound more natural. Americans react a lot in conversation. They say, "That's great." "Sounds good." "Oh, really?" These short reactions are very important. Let's talk about food, plans, and opinions. "I like pizza." "That sounds fun." "It's good." "Me too." These are simple but powerful sentences. Now let's practice ending conversations politely. "Nice talking to you." "Have a good day." "See you later." This is natural spoken English. Let's listen to a full conversation flow from start to end. Greeting, small talk, reaction, ending. Everything is calm. Everything is clear. Everything is confident. You don't need perfect English. You need clear English. You are allowed to make mistakes. You are allowed to speak slowly. This English Learning Podcast is here to help you with listening practice, spoken English, and American English. You are learning at the right pace. Thank you for listening. Thank you for practicing. And thank you for believing in yourself. This is Alex from English Learning Podcast. I'll see you in the next lesson.